Hi, welcome to my channel, Crate with Steve I. Today we're going to look at some of my favorite Christmas movies. So today I wanted to share some of my favorite holiday films. Yesterday I watched an episode of Real Vintage Dollhouse and she was talking about her favorite cozy holiday films, nostalgic stuff from when she was a kid and stuff that she has discovered since she was an adult. And I thought, what a great idea. So I just wanted to share some of mine too. I made a list so I don't forget. So we're going to refer to that list. I'm going to talk a little about each film and tell you some of the things I love. So the first one that tops the list, and this is not necessarily in order because, it depends on my mood, depends on the order that I would put them in, you know what I'm saying? So the first one on my list is White Christmas, 1954. If you've never seen it, I highly recommend it. It is a amazing, big budget MGM blockbuster musical starring Danny Kaye and Bing Crosby and Rosemary Clooney and Vera Ellen. And I used to watch it so much when I was a kid. My mom loved that movie, and so I grew up watching it every year. And so it's still one of my favorites. I really love the music of Rosemary Clooney, and a lot of that has to do with this film because I love it so much. It's so good. It's about two men who are performers, and they are in World War II. And after World War II, they pair up and do create a musical show, and they end up running into a sister act, and they end up incorporating them into the show, and they go to save their old generals failing in Vermont. And it's just such a wonderful movie. It's supposedly a sequel to the movie Holiday Inn. The next one is the little claymation Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. It is such a good movie. I love it so much. I grew up watching it and I still love it. Little Hermie, the elf that wants to be a dentist, and how Rudolph and with his red nose and Hermie pair off together because they're misfits, and they go to the island of misfit toys, and then they come back and Rudolph ends up saving Christmas because of his red shiny nose that can see through the blizzard coming through. It's just such a wonderful family favorite. It's like, if you've never seen it, I highly, highly recommend it. It's so good. The next one I put on my list is The Cheaters from 1945. It is about a family who are losing their money. They don't have, through business and stuff, they don't have the money they used to have, but they're very selfish and self-centered, and they find out that their uncle has just passed away, and so they find out that he is leaving all of his money to a actress that he liked. He decided to leave all of his money to her instead of the family, and so the family contacts the lawyer for the will and asks him to keep it hush hush so that the actress doesn't find out, so that they can get the money. And so they end up tracking down the actress and pretending to be lost relatives, and then going to a secluded place for the holidays to try to keep her away from her money. And it is such a sweet, heartwarming, funny film. My favorite actress of all time, Billie Burke, is in it. And so I highly recommend it. It's actually free on YouTube to watch, so I will actually link it in the description below because it is not to be missed for sure. The next one I have on my list is It Happened on Fifth Avenue, and it is about a man who becomes homeless, and it is from 1947, I believe, and he ends up running into an old man who's a tramp, and the tramp invites him home with him. So what he does is, when the millionaires move away from the city and go to the country for the holidays, he moves into their mansions and takes up residence there, and he leaves everything the way it was when he leaves and makes it like he was never there, but he has a warm place to live during the time that they're gone. And so he's been doing it for years. And so then all of a sudden, all these different people start ending up coming and being a part of it, and it's this huge ordeal. And then the owners of the house end up coming and pretending to be hobos to be part of the whole thing. It's just a really good, heartwarming film, and I highly recommend it. It's really a cute love story, and I like it a lot, so I highly recommend it. The next one on my list is a cheesy romantic, well, not romantic, it's a cheesy, heartwarming film called The Christmas Shoes. It's this great story of these different families in the city and their lives and how the different things that are going on in their lives and how they kind of intersect with each other. But this one kid is losing his mom to cancer, and all he wants to do is buy her these beautiful red shoes for Christmas, and he saves up and gets all the money he can so that he can buy these red shoes. And it's just this really heartwarming, beautiful story. The next one is called One Special Night, and it's about a widow who ends up meeting a man who is losing his wife, and in the middle of a blizzard, they end up getting stuck and spending the night in a cabin, and they end up falling in love, but then they get estranged, and then they meet again. It's this cute little heartwarming story of love. It's just a romantic story. It's like a Hallmark Hall of Fame, like Christmas kind of film, but it's not. I don't think they did that one. But it's just this really sweet story. It stars Julie Andrews and James Gardner, and it's just a sweet movie. The next one is called The Christmas Card, and this one is a Hallmark movie. My mom showed it to me. I'd never been much of a Hallmark Christmas movie person. I know lots of people talk about them. Some people hate them, some people love them. I am a sucker for a good love story. I just have to say, like, I love a cheesy love story. I don't know what it is about it, but at first I'm just like, ugh, this is gonna be so bad. And then I end up getting swept into it, and I just love it. So The Christmas Card is about a woman who, in her small town in the Midwest, during the war, she is sending out, now I believe it's during the Iraq War. I don't remember that for sure. I don't remember exactly what war, but I think it's the Iraq War. She sends out Christmas cards to the soldiers. So she writes and sends out Christmas cards throughout every year for the war. And this soldier, like, that has helped him get through the war. And so when he comes back, he wants to meet her. So he goes to the small town to meet her, and then they fall in love, and drama ensues. And it's just such a good movie. It's such a good love story. I love it a lot. And it is cheesy, but I love it. It's so good. The next one is the famous Miracle on 34th Street, and that is, I recommend the original, like, black and white one. I know that they have remade it, and I know people swear by the remakes, but I got to tell you, I love the original. I grew up with it, and it's just one that I love, and I can't watch any of the others. I tried, but I just can't do it. I love the original black and white Miracle on 34th Street, so I highly, highly recommend it. It's got Ed Gwynn, who plays Santa Claus, and Natalie Wood when she was a little girl, and it has Maureen O'Hara. It's a great story. The next one is Home Alone. Home Alone is such a good movie. It's funny because I just watched it again for the first time since I was a kid a couple of years ago, and I couldn't believe how funny it was. I had forgotten how good it was, so I put that on my list because I think that everybody should watch Home Alone, about a kid who gets left behind accidentally by his family as they're going to Europe for the holidays, and then his mom has to try and get back to him before Christmas, and he is kind of a brat. All the kids are kind of brats in some way or another, but he's like a spoiled little rotten kid, and he ends up having to take care of himself and learn how to care for himself, and it's kind of like he has to, like, grow up, and it's just a good story. And last on my list, but definitely not least, is It's a Wonderful Life. It's so funny. As a kid, I did not really care for It's a Wonderful Life at all, but as an adult, I really appreciate it, and I really like it. The idea of, if you weren't alive, how would that affect other people? And we just don't understand or realize how our lives affect each other, and how even just little things can really make a difference in the world. So I just think it's such a beautiful film, and I really like it. I have not mentioned and could mention, like, the Charlie Brown Christmas, and I could mention Christmas in Connecticut, and there's just so many different Christmas films, but the ones that I just went over are the ones, my tops. Those are the ones that I like the best. But anyway, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful holiday season. I hope you have a very Merry Christmas. So let me know in the description or in the comments if you would like me to do a top films of all time kind of video. I'd be happy to do that, and I might actually do one anyway, regardless of what you think, but just let me know, would you like to see one? And also, let me know in the comments, what are your favorite holiday films? What are the films that every year you have to watch, ones that can't be missed? Maybe I've never seen one of those before, and maybe I need to look into it. So thank you so much for watching this. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!